kids, hi parents, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Mayor. Tonight we're going to be doing another recipe, and I think kids and parents are going to enjoy this one. And let's get started. It's called Kids Bread in a Bag. So you're going to need some flour, some yeast, some sugar, water, and we're going to need some oil and salt and some more flour. So I'm going to walk you through the first step, and there's about 3 steps probably in this recipe. So let's get started. So you're going to take a cup of flour and just put it in the bag. And then we're going to put some yeast in the bag. Don't forget, all these recipes are on our Town of Dover Facebook page. And then we're going to put in the sugar. And we're just going to mix this through. Like this. And then we're just going to add the water. Like that. And then we're going to mix this through. And it's very good. It's you don't make a mess this way. And the kids have fun with it because it's all in the bag. So while this is in the bag, we're going to leave it for about 10 minutes or so in the bag like this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to add the other ingredients. Like this. And like I said, it's easy cleanup, and the recipe is on our Facebook page. So stay tuned, come back, and I'll do the next step with you. Welcome back, kids and parents. Now we're going to do the next step, and we let this sit for about 10 minutes or so, and we let the yeast activate. So we're going to open up the bag here now, and we're going to do the next step. This is easy to do. You're just going to add the flour. So that's another cup of flour, and really you're using 3 cups of flour for this recipe. And then you're going to add the salt, and you're going to add the oil. And we're going to do the same thing as we've done before. We're going to mix this through. So just keep up this. Now I'm just using a 10-pound bag, plastic bag, but you can use a larger Ziploc bag, and you can seal the bag. So I'm just catching this out with my fingers, as you can see. But it might be easier for kids if you use a Ziploc bag and just seal it tight, and then they can play with it. And as you can see what I'm doing, I'm just mixing it through, make sure the flour has gone through. And you want to make sure that the flour gets mixed through all the wet ingredients inside the bag, the oil and the water. And when we get this done, we're just going to leave it again after for about 20 or 30 minutes or so. But I'm going to walk you through this step. Like I said, you see there's no mess, which is good. So when I get this mixed through, I'm going to add another cup of flour to the bag, like that. And then we're going to mix this through. And you're going to feel if you need to add more flour or not. We're going to mix it through right good. I got some more flour here just in case if I need it or not. Just going to open up and see what it's like. Now the flour's not mixed through yet, so we're going to keep at it. I'm just going to roll it around like this. So kids, I hope you're having fun this summer. We're having some beautiful weather. And I'm supposed to have a special guest with me today. But guess what? Special guest is out playing with our friends. So maybe when we come back in late August or September, our friend could come back and help us out. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little bit more flour in with this. Mix this through. This is a good little recipe for the kids because they like getting their hands involved and stuff. And it's easy for us, to be honest with you. If you just want a loaf of bread or a couple of loaves of bread, this is a way you can do it. And you do it without making a mess. So we're going to look at this now. I'm going to put some flour on the table. Like this. And we're going to open up the bag. Make my hands flour on it. I'm going to try to get the out of the bag. There we go. Like that. I'm just going to knead it out. Bring all the flour in. Some more flour in my hands. Pick up the flour off the table, the dough. Like this. And as you can see, it's good. I'm just going to mix it through. A bit more flour there. So like I said earlier, all the recipes for Cooking with the Mayor is on the Town of Dover's Facebook page. You can go on there for any recipe. Please try them and let us know if you do and how they turn out. And if you get any recipe ideas that you would like for me to do, please post it to our Facebook page or just give me a message and let me know. Maybe we can try it later on sometime. And if you do any baking or cooking over the summer, just go on and send us some pictures of what you've done. So as you can see, this is good. So I'm going to roll it out a little bit. Like this. Like that. Now I'm going to divide this in half. Get some more flour here. And put on my table. There we go. I'm just gonna roll this up like this. Take this one. Roll that one up. And then we're gonna get our pans. I've just got 2 aluminum pans here, and I'm just going to spray them down with some cooking spray. Like that. And then we're just going to shape this into a bun. Place that in the pan. And we do the same thing with this. Place this one into the pan, like that. And then we're going to put them back, and we're just going to cover them, and we're going to let them sit about for 20 to 30 minutes or so, and let them rise. So I'll come back when they're ready, and I'll show you the next day. Hi kids and parents. Now we're getting to the point now where the bread is rolls up to the point that we can put it in the oven. So I'm going to put this in the oven, and you're going to put the oven on about 375, and you want it in there for about 25 to 30 minutes until you see the browning. Just keep an eye on it when you think it's done. So like I said, around 25 to 30 minutes or so. Take it out and let it cool, and then we'll remove it from the pans and let's see what we got. So let's put it in the oven. we go. And I'll come right back and I'll show you what the results are. Welcome back, kids and parents. I finally got the bread out of the oven. It was about 30 minutes or so. So now we're just going to take it out of the pans and we're just going to dip it out like this. We got two wonderful loaves. I'm just going to put them by each other. And what I do, I just put some butter on top. This is the way my mother, and for sure your mother and grandmothers used to do bread after it came out of the oven. It's just smothered in butter and make sure to crispies up the crust. And like I said, here's 2 loaves of bread, small loaves of bread. Try this at home. It's pretty easy to do. And so kids, bread in a bag. So try it at home. And thanks for visiting my house today and this episode of Cooking with the Mayor. And like I said, have a great summer.